Can you afford the 2025 Lexus RX 350? Well, for this example, I'm going to be using the premium all-wheel drive trim because that seems to be a rather popular trim for this vehicle. And I'm also going to be featuring a deal from AutoCompanion, a car broker who I am partnered with. He is primarily located in the Washington, D.C. area, and they are providing 9% off the MSRP of this RX 350, and that is before incentives. That's why I'm partnered with them, and that's why I'm using this example to give the best possible numbers. And we're going to be comparing leasing with financing. And on a Kelley Blue Book article, it says that your total monthly cost for a vehicle should not exceed 20% of your net monthly income. Ideally, you should want to keep it between 10 to 15%. And this includes your car payment, your gas, your maintenance, your insurance, etc. So everything involved, it should not exceed 20% of your net monthly take-home income. And on AutoCompanion's website, when you run lease numbers, including all of the fees for a state like Pennsylvania, the monthly payment on a discounted RX 350 premium all-wheel drive, it's going to be $747.42 per month, assuming you just put the first monthly payment as your down payment. And this includes everything like the 9% off discount off of MSRP plus the $2,250 lease cash as well. So your total discount is $7,492.50. All right, and that's on a 7,500 mile lease. On a 15,000 mile lease, the payment jumps up to $811. Regarding financing, your payment is going to be $1,329 per month. That includes everything, all of the fees, including gap insurance. I just added in an extra $500 for the gap insurance. You can look that up on your own time as to what gap insurance is. It's highly recommended if you're not putting any money down on the finance or the lease of a new vehicle. But to get to that monthly payment, I actually went with the Lexus promotional finance deal. As of right now, March of 2025, it is 2.49% for 48 months. That's actually really good. And if you think that monthly payment is rather high, well, that's because it is. And also, even if you went with a credit union like PenFed, I mean, they got 4.44% for 60 months. So if you really want to extend the term, your interest rate goes up dramatically. I mean, you are still saving like $200 a month by extending the finance term with a credit union like PenFed, but you're also paying over double in interest as well over time. So I would definitely just stick with the promotional finance deal from Lexus themselves. I think it is worth paying the extra $200 a month. And we're gonna go with an estimated $250 a month for fuel. And that's a pretty high estimate. I mean, that's assuming like $5.09 per gallon for premium fuel. Apparently that's what it's going for in California. I mean, where I live, premium at Costco, it's like $3.40, $3.50 a gallon, but whatever, we'll roll with this. And that's for about 15,000 miles per year. Regarding the annual insurance, it's $2,479. That seems to be the estimate. So around $206 a month. Again, insurance that can definitely change depending on where you live. So the only way to know for sure what you're going to pay for insurance is to simply call your local insurance broker and ask how much a 2025 RX is going to cost to insure. But regardless, adding together the lease payment, the insurance, and the gas, your total lease cost, it's going to end up being $1,206 per month. The total finance, it's going to be $1,785 per month. That means if you want to be able to afford this lease payment and have it be 20% of your net monthly income, you should be making $6,030 per month. Or if you want this to be only 10% of your monthly net income, you should be making $12,060 per month. Regarding the finance, we said that with gas and insurance and with that finance payment, your total, it's going to be $1,785 per month. For that to be 20% of your net monthly income, you should be bringing in $8,925 per month, or $17,850 per month for it to be 10% of your net monthly income. And sure, that lease payment, that was for a 7,500 annual mileage lease. Even if you kicked it up to a 15,000 mile per year lease, the payment only goes up by like $60 per month. So the average monthly income you need to be bringing in, it just goes up between $300 to $600 per month. So yeah, it's ideal if you have dual incomes or you're running a rather lucrative business. I mean, this is a luxury car at the end of the day. It's not a necessity. If you want cheaper vehicles, obviously AutoCompanion offers them, like Mazda's and Nissan vehicles for around $300 to $400 a month. So it makes sense that the luxury RX demands a rather high income to be able to float this comfortably every single month. Someone said that, the average person buying these types of luxury vehicles don't make anywhere near the monthly income that I state in these videos. And that's probably true. Not everyone applying for the loans and the leases for vehicles like this make the amount that I stated. This is just highly recommended. But at the same time, I think people really underestimate just how many wealthy people there really are in the United States. There's over 22 million millionaires in the United States, and there are 1,700 millionaires being made every single day in the United States. So that's like over 600,000 new millionaires being made every single year in the US. And to keep it a stack with you, those are the individuals who buy these vehicles, and those are ultimately the people who actually take advantage of the deals and the discounts that I talk about in my videos as well from AutoCompanion. No surprise there. But that's your answer regarding how much you need to make. Once again, if you're interested in working with AutoCompanion, he is primarily located in the Washington, D.C. area. He is able to ship nationwide. Shipping is something that you will have to pay extra for, and he does charge a broker fee for accessing these deals. He did say that if you fill out an inquiry form on his website and you mention my name, Meyn Motor Group, he said he would take some money off of his broker fee, and I do appreciate him doing that. Even with the broker fee, and even if you had to pay shipping for the vehicle, you're still pretty much getting these vehicles at or even below invoice. Like if you don't have to have the vehicle shipped and you can pick it up locally at DC, save on that shipping cost, then yeah, you're still getting this vehicle under invoice, and that's just the dealer discount. If you lease these vehicles, there's that additional $2,250 in lease cash available. So if you're a baller and you're someone who is going to pay cash for these vehicles, what you can do instead is potentially just lease the vehicle first, take advantage of that lease cash, and then pay the vehicle off after 30 days, so you can get the maximum amount of discounts. Keep in mind though, lease programs, interest rates, incentives, all of these programs, they can change every month. AutoCompanion's website will also update every month. He also has a free leasing calculator that you can use, so you can run your own numbers and see what the interest rate is on the lease. I actually forgot to mention this. The current interest rate on the lease of this RX, it's almost 6%. So not great. But honestly, anytime I can make a lease program work out, I would much rather go down that route than doing the traditional finance. Why? Because I really appreciate the residual protection that leasing has to offer as opposed to financing, because with a lease, you can just dump the vehicle after 3 years, never have to worry about negative equity. And you can, of course, avoid those horror stories where people end up in like $10,000, $15,000 in negative equity with their luxury vehicles. So that's a good thing. But the other thing is there's a lot more flexibility with leasing. Like for instance, if you want to drop the interest rate of this lease from 6% to almost 3%, you can actually put down something known as multiple security deposits, which is a refundable deposit that you'll get back at the end of your lease. So you spend like $7,000 and you pay that up front, you can reduce the interest rate considerably and you'll get that $7,000, $8,000 back at the end of your lease. Or if you decide to sell the vehicle early, you can also get back your multiple security deposit. So that's good if you have cash on you. Also for cash people, you can do a one-pay lease to effectively get the same result. You make all your payments up front and essentially cut your interest almost in half, similar to the MSD. And apparently not every dealership is able to do this. Like if you go to some local dealerships and you inquire about this, some of their finance managers can't even do this on their computers. I have no idea what's up with that. Not every dealership is set up to do these things, but AutoCompanion's partner dealerships obviously know about all of these leasing tactics, so you can take advantage of that as well. But no matter how you decide to purchase these vehicles, whether it's through leasing, cash, or financing, you will always get AutoCompanion's dealer discount, but it's when you lease certain vehicles, that's when you get some of the incentives, like in this case, the lease cash of $2,250. That's only for the lease buyers. I will have AutoCompanion's information in the description box below. If you found value with this content, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you again for watching. Take care and goodbye.